My name's Steph, I'm a senior musician at Big Noise Govanhill, and I have been in the role officially here since 2022, but I started my journey back in 2014 as a cover musician, and I worked over in Raploch and Fillin, and then eventually moved my way here to Govanhill. So before I got the job here at Govanhill, I was working in Campbelltown, and that's my hometown. And I was working there predominantly doing brass teaching, and I started conducting the brass band down there. And on the sideline of that, I was also a professional freelance musician, so worked in orchestras such as BBC SSO, Scottish Opera, and then the job came up here and I thought, I've always loved what Big Noise offers and their values, so yeah, took the plunge and got the job here. So the first job I got here at Govanhill was as a musician, and I've then since progressed on to a senior musician. Some of the groups that I'm involved with are, we go into primary 4 classes in the 4 primary schools that are in Govanhill and deliver what's called kickstart sessions. So that's like our introducing the wind, brass and percussion departments to the primary 4s. And at the end of that term, at the end of that year, they're then invited to come to Big Noise in primary 5 if they wish to learn one of those instruments. So that's one of the areas. I also do one-to-one / small group individual teaching on brass instruments in the primary schools and sometimes at the after school delivery. There is early years, which I'm personally not involved as much in, but that is also part of the role. And then we have our big after-school delivery, after-school club, which I could be working with the beginners of brass, woodwind and percussion. Then we have another ensemble, the wind band, and then after that the concert bands. And there's general musicianship classes that we have to support, and choir, so there's a huge variety that you're involved across, and of course not to forget the symphony orchestra as well. I think my favourite thing about the role is working with these amazing kids and seeing their journey. I've only been in this centre since 2022, but I have already witnessed some amazing transitions from kids who maybe came who were really shy, didn't want to maybe talk too much, and now they've made this amazing step into high school, which, as we all know, it's a really big transition in any child's life. And they come here every week with a big smile on their face, and some of them have got a little bit of sass, which I think it's just amazing to see the change in their personalities and actually watch them develop as not just musicians, but as humans. So I think that's probably mine. I've always been such like a child-focused kind of deliverer, if that makes sense. So yeah, I never want to lose that part of the job, even though there's so many amazing things that Big Noise do, and I think at the core of it is always the children. So yeah, I think for me it's seeing the journey of the child. We get allocated time to actually do our own personal development. So I have gone and done some conducting, which was amazing. Some people might choose to use it to just further their own playing, to go and get lessons from different professors. So I think that's really important, that they value that you yourself always want to progress, which I think is great. You also get support from the staff that you work with, whether it's alongside other musicians, because we work in a team, which I think there's so many benefits from that, and just bouncing off ideas from your colleagues is great. And two, if you're having a bit of a hard day, just having the support of those people around you just to check in on you, it's really valuable. We have check-ins, so supervisions with your line manager, and it's not to check that you're doing your job in this kind of way. It's more just a check-in to see how you're doing and if you need more support or if you would like to get more training. And then twice a year, the whole of Big Noise, all the different centres across Scotland have 2 weeks of training, one just after the summer and one when we come back after Christmas. So we all come together and get 2 full weeks of training, and it's always really varied and always really beneficial. So if I were to give you the top 3 things about applying for a job at Big Noise, first thing, if you love and are passionate about working with young people, then absolutely do it. If you enjoy working in a team, I think that's like a big plus about working here, because you get that bit of fun and support from all your colleagues, which is nice. And the third thing is your day is always going to be quite varied, so you're not just doing the same thing over and over, which I think actually keeps you kind of on your toes a bit. So yeah.